From turbans to street food.
This Mathi is crying, don't break me, don't break me, don't break me. Back.
And on to mega kitchens. Welcome to Amritsar. My guide Harry was keen to help my family experience the local culture in Amritsar, so he took us to meet some of his friends in a nearby village. However, on this day, we were not a full crew. We're a man down today because Isaac unfortunately has succumbed to the dodgy stomach. He's fine, but he just needs to rest. So it's just me and Jake. We're going past acres and acres of gorgeous green paddy fields at the minute on our way to the village. Lovely. We were given a very warm welcome from Harry's friend Manjeet and his lovely family, and they set about teaching us about their local culture. Manjeet is going to put a turban on Jake's head so that we can see how it works. Jake would like me to do it, and I have said no. Here we go. Right. Let's take notes, okay? He's very long hair. Needs a haircut. Hair going up. Gonna turn you into a Sikh. Okay. Well done, well done. Now for the hard part. Used to doing it on himself, Manjeet had to work out how to do it on someone else. And it seemed to start well. Wow, 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 wow. That looks amazing.
An eyebrow.
Your eyebrow, yeah, you're going to get a facelift. Maybe I should have done this after all. However, not all things that start well end well. I'm no turban expert, but if I'm completely honest, this looks slightly more like Manjeet was assisting Jake with a head injury. He appeared to have run out of material. Right, but it seems to be a classic problem of being used to putting this on yourself. So Manjeet obviously is used to doing it his way, and it's quite difficult to put it on somebody else. So got the next guy in. Here we go. It was take 2, and Jake started to get his head around how it all felt.
I feel like when they take it off, my ears are gonna go like ping.
It wasn't long before the completed article was ready. Looks awesome.
Okay, so I think we should now see around the village.
Yes. Jake hadn't banked on a walk around the village wearing the turban. Another parent win. What should I call Jake? Jake can't be called Jake anymore. What would a nice Sikh name be? Japinder? What do you think?
He's thinking.
He's thinking. What's a Sikh name? Like Jake.
Gursinder Singh.
Oh, Kaya, Gur Singh.
Singh.
Gur Singh.
Gur.
Gur means guru.
Yeah.
And Singh means warrior.
A guru.
Yeah, warrior of the master.
Warrior of the master. I think
Gur
Jake.
Singh.
Gu.
Gur Singh.
Gur.
G-U-L. Do you know what? They've picked a name that I can't pronounce for my own son. How are we spelling it?
It's a G-U-R.
G-U-R. Gur. Gur.
Singh.
Gur Singh.
Yes.
Mr. Gur Singh. Okay, come on then. Let's go around the village, Mr. Gur Singh.
Gur Singh.
Yeah, Gur Singh. It actually looks really cool. Good. Strolling to the edge of the village, we were shown a little bit of the farming lifestyle from the area. Oh, that's hot. Really nice, just walking in between the sugar canes with Warrior here. We were then taken to a house to see how they support their livestock. Right, we're now seeing in the garden how they make the animal feed, okay? Embarrassingly, they've just done this for me and my camera didn't work, so they're doing it again. Right, here we go. Manjeet is working very hard here. Look, the grass goes in. Sorry. Here. Look, the grass goes in. And then out it comes at the bottom. Out it comes at the bottom. It's embarrassing because I made Manjeet go really, really fast a minute ago. I said that he should feed a herd and not a single cow, and I think he's sweating. To be fair, they were more than happy to repeat the process so that I could capture it on camera, and I was very grateful. Thank you. Something I love about coming to villages is that you just get that bit more time. So different to the city where you're racing because people are busy, they're working. Here, they are working, but they work at a slightly slower pace. So they can give you more time, which means you can get to know them a bit more, which is lovely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Manjeet. Bye. Ah, there he is. Now it was time to go back to the hotel to see what Isaac thought of his twins' new look. Look, he's got a new name, do you know? He's called Gur Singh, which means warrior. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Jake, Gur
Singh. Jake stayed with Isaac and had lunch in the hotel room, whilst I headed out to find a slightly more affordable bite with Chris. You know what? I cannot spend 800 rupees on a dish. It makes no sense. And I am going to find some delicious food for about a quarter of the cost. And just around the corner, opposite the Partition Museum, look what I found. Looks very nice. Nice decor. Gonna see what they've got. Ah. Hello. Hi. Hi. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is so nice. So cool in here. Thank you. I explained to the staff that I didn't have long and asked them to recommend something fast.
Now we have Amritsari famous thing. Mathi Cholley.
Yeah.
Bhath wale kulche. Band Cholley. Bhija Patwala Kulcha.
Yeah.
These 4 things are available now.
So I've had the Kulcha before. Okay. So we'll try something new.
Mathi Cholley.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah. What is it?
This is
Dying to know what this is. Try something new.
Mathi is basically a solid mass.
Yeah.
I can show you. Right?
Yeah, sounds good. Can I see? Yeah, I wanna. Yeah, I'll wait here. Okay, thank you. What was this Mathi Cholley?
This is Mathi.
Is it?
What
Yeah.
we'll do?
Show me.
We'll crush this Mathi.
Yes.
In a bowl.
Yeah.
And then we'll put chana masala over it, and then sauce.
Ooh, that sounds good. I would like to try.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
And
Nice.
I'm 100% sure that if after when you'll try it, you will love
it. Right. I would love to try it. Thank you. And
I just get you one.
And then
what else you want?
Let's have a look.
maybe can I have the mango lassi?
Mango lassi.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Nice and cooling.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris, having not tried Kulcha before, went for the Bhija Walla one.
We are going to treat this kulcha very badly because we are going to dip this kulcha
In thick oil.
in chana masala.
The gentleman explained that the kulcha, which is the flatbread, was going to be dunked to death in a chickpea mixture. I couldn't wait to see. Oh,
This is the
in the chickpeas. Wow, look at that. Oh, that's delicious. Nice. Next up, the Mathi Cholley.
Now I'm going to break it.
Break it.
And
Okay.
this Mathi is crying, don't break me, don't break me, don't break me. But you need this treatment. For the best taste, you need this treatment.
Horizontal. Yeah. And I get the chickpeas as well.
Chickpeas.
Yeah. Wow, this looks so good. So my Mathi Cholley, I hope I'm saying that right, is really delicious. It's warm, it's got the textured bite, it's got the chickpeas, it's got the sauce, it's got the onions. It's not too spicy, really tasty. And I'm also trying, now I'm reading the menu here, because I know I'm not going to remember how to say it, the Bhija Bhath Wala Kulcha. That's very nice too. That's like, it's like really soft in comparison. I think I prefer my Mathi Cholley because I like the crunch. Look, like the crunch. And I also ordered a mango lassi because I've been out in the heat all day. Oh, that's lovely. I feel like that's going to do me good. That is. Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you very much, sir. There you go.
Oh, brilliant. Wow, that was utterly delicious. For about a fifth of the price of the Ramada. Thank you very much, loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice. What a great place that is. I tell you what. Ah, lovely. So there you go. That was the most delicious food. What lovely people as well. And so fresh. I really do like the Ramada. I don't want to run them down. But you're paying Western prices. You know, it just doesn't make sense in my head. Not when you get like food like that here. It's so delicious. And a really nice experience. And guess what? I might even go back there tonight because they had loads more food in the evenings and you can sit outside and it's all lit up. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back.
For now, however, it was time to go back to the hotel. Chris was going to stay with Isaac and I was going to take Jake somewhere rather special. The Harmandir Sahib, also known as the Golden Temple, which is one of the holiest sites in Sikhism. Walking through the entrance, you'll be met by one of the most impressive places of worship on this planet. This temple is an incredible mix of gold and marble, and the site is enormous, housing multiple ornate buildings, a museum, and something that blew my mind and is central to the Sikh religion. Here at the Langar Hall, it's considered one of the largest community kitchens in the world and provides free meals for up to 100,000 people per day.
So the Golden Temple is incredibly important to Sikhs, and people travel, you know, across the globe to come and visit. It never closes, so it's open 24 hours a day. And you can have a meal anytime you like, basically. They believe that, you know, whatever your background, wherever you've come from, you should be able to eat together. What a lovely idea.
As I sat there sharing food with hundreds of others, I started to understand the pillars behind this religion. The sense of equality, nourishment, selflessness, and interconnectedness. After eating, I was taken to see the huge community of volunteers that work tirelessly behind the scenes in this mega kitchen.
Here in the industrial-sized kitchens, it's 24/7. They do not stop. Like, it's such a massive job. It's incredible.
Remember, we're talking feeding up to 100,000 people per day. I mean, I struggle with washing up to 4 plates per day. But what an incredible concept and an epic place to visit.
Just having a relax on the tiles now. I've had a really good walk round. We're not going to queue up and go in to the actual Golden Temple because it's a 2-hour queue. So we're waiting for the sun to go down so we can see it in all its spectacular glory lit up. I've seen loads of people lying out on the floor here just relaxing. Everyone's really chilled out and I've just sat down and honestly it's lovely.
As the sun started to set, I was aware that there were 2 people who were missing. So I called my husband to see if Isaac might be strong enough to make it out. And we gave it a go. Travelling by rickshaw, Jake and I went to scoop him up and brought him inside to sit quietly and take in this incredible temple in all its glory.